Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, here with some post-fight comments on the Nonito Donairo second round KO of Fernando Montiel. Let me just say, for those of you who like to break down film, this fight is a great opportunity to do so. It's a short fight, and what Donairo did in the second round is right on tape. You can look at it, you can dissect it, you can appreciate and admire the work of one of boxing's best craftsmen. Let's talk about it. The hardest impact possible is a head-to-head collision, right? It's not just one object going into a wall. It's an object going forward with the wall moving towards them, right? In that second round, Nonito Donairo is trying to set up a situation where Fernando Montiel literally runs into his punch, right? He wants Montiel literally coming toward his punch, so when he delivers the punch is going to have maximum force, right? Donairo is a technician. Things aren't random. He has looked at the films, he's broken things down, he's figured things out. Now keep in mind though, the problem is Donairo, being a counterpuncher, understands that if he's going to get Montiel, who himself is a great champion, moving toward him, the odds are it's going to be with Montiel throwing his own punch, right? Donairo is looking for a counter opportunity where Montiel's going to be leaning in toward him. Now keep in mind, Montiel, who hits hard with both hands, he's knocked out men with both hands, but his left hand is about 125 to 150% of his right hand. In other words, Montiel might throw the best left hook pound for pound in the sport. It really is a winning left hook. So for Donairo to take a Montiel left hook or to risk taking a Montiel left hook with the idea that he's going to roll with the punch and then come back with a right, Because that would be the side where, the left would come from, right? It would be opposite Donairo's right. Carries more risk for Donairo than rolling with Montiel's right hook. Not only that, keep in mind, because Donairo is standing in an orthodox position, right? He wants to get his punch on Montiel as fast as possible, right? If he's throwing a counter right hand from an orthodox position, that right hand's going to have to travel across his body before it gets to Montiel. If he throws a left hook, right? If he throws a left hook while countering Montiel's right hook, right? If he throws his left hook, that's how it lines up, then his left's already out front and has a shorter distance to travel, right? Decreasing the odds that Montiel will be able to spot it coming and roll with the punch. And so what you see for the knockout, and this is really very high level stuff. This is a craftsman spending the second round setting up exactly the sequence that took place. What you see is Donairo timing Montiel's right hook. In fact, let's back up a little bit. What you see earlier in the round is Donairo trying to convince Montiel that he can land the right hook. So Donairo actually earlier in the round is baiting Montiel to throw punches, right? He's looking, Montiel's coming forward. Donairo, rather than run, is staying close enough to him where Montiel starts to believe that he can throw hooks on Nonito Donairo, an excellent counterpuncher. So the exchange that closes the fight is a classic, as I saw it, and it's on film. Montiel, who has started to have some success throwing hooks and getting his timing in the middle of the second round, right? And it's up to the viewer whether that success was real or whether it's a trap set by Donairo. But Montiel throws a right hook, right? He throws a right hook. And Donairo is so ready. And keep in mind, to be ready, Donairo already has to have his feet ready for the move I'm about to describe, right? Because he needs to have his feet right so he can get leverage on his punch, right? When Montiel throws the right hook, Donairo actually, and this is planned, lets the hook hit him while he rolls away. He's rolling his shoulders. He's rolling with the punch. This is part of head movement, right? This is the head movement of what to do while getting hit to diminish the punch. So here he is against one of the biggest hook artists in boxing, and he's decided he's gonna roll with Donairo's right hook, which is less lethal than his left hook. He's gonna roll with the right hook, and he's gonna counter it. So Montiel throws the right hook. Donairo rolls with the hook. The hook actually hits him in the face, but he's rolling with the hook. And as he rolls with the hook, and as Montiel is literally, after throwing the right hook, moving to his right toward Donairo's left, Donairo then drops the trap's hammer. He comes across with a counter left hook. It's lethal because, of course, just as he wanted, Montiel is moving into the punch. And, of course, Donairo, who already has planned this out and has his feet set, he has literally framed this framed this moment. Donairo comes across, hits him with a very hard left hook that Montiel, who's moving into it, never sees, and Montiel goes down. This fight is effectively over. Montiel actually on the canvas, his feet are still moving, right? It's clear that he has just been knocked out. When he makes it to his feet, the referee never should have let the fight go further. Fortunately, even the referee realized it because when Donairo came over and threw a couple of punches, the ref wisely jumped in to stop it. My point to you is simply Nonito Donairo framed that moment, right? He realized that he wanted to throw a counter left hook. And of course, he made sure that he was ready to counter Montiel's right hook. Let me also point out, too, that it was fascinating. The post-fight interview on HBO with Max Kellerman was a classic because Kellerman asked Donairo about the success that Montiel was having earlier in the round, and Donairo on camera actually conceded that he was letting Montiel have some success because he wanted to get Montiel to open up and he wanted to time Montiel. And then, in what I thought was a very true statement, he actually looked over to the side, looked like he was looking to a guy in his corner, and he said that he had predicted that the fight would end in the second round. In other words, these guys, and this is the difference between elites and non-elites, Donairo, an elite, had looked on film and knew exactly what he wanted to do. He saw that counter left hook. He saw the possibility of an early knockout before this fight even started. Let me also point out, too, that Fernando Montiel is a tremendous fighter. He's a tremendous fighter. But in this fight, he got outthought. Donairo literally, the taller man, drops that left hook, that counter left hook, right over Montiel's right hook. Um, Brilliant stuff. Akin to Sergio Martinez timing, same type thing, and knocking out Paul Williams, ironically, also in the second round. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments for me here on YouTube. Visit us at gamblersadvisory.com. Congratulations for everyone who took Donairo in this fight. I know it was a good night for us, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts. Thanks.